Okay, everyone. So today we want to talk a little bit about campaigns. I'm really excited to talk about this topic specifically because it's really important actually to our mission, our vision here at ProLine to help connect you better to your customers, to win more jobs and make more money, provide a better life for your family, save some time. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. So a campaign is basically how we set up communication in ProLine to be automated. You can always just click on activity for any of your projects or contacts and send a text, email, or make a phone call, as you know. But one of the beautiful things about this product is that when a new lead comes in, just for example, one really great way to use campaigns is to have this automated follow-up that happens with them. So let's say that somebody comes in through your website, you can have the system set up to send them a text message immediately or an email with some more information. You can even include attachments, create tasks for a salesperson to give them a call, and all of this happens automatically. Saves you a ton of time having to go through all of these every single day. And then as they move through different stages in this pipeline, you can actually have triggers layered on top of these campaigns that help you sort of put them into different campaigns. When I'm looking at one of my pipelines, I kind of like to see I like to just look at this contact here or this project here. Stephen Jones is the contact, and I can click view campaigns. This is just a quick look to see if this person is receiving information. So it looks like I have this campaign paused. I can pause or play a campaign for any contact right here on the screen. I can decide I want it to go on a new date, run it right now. I can change this step, opt them in or out. Opt out, obviously, is if somebody says, hey, please stop contacting me. It is definitely best practice to go ahead and opt them out of this communication if that's what they said. Pausing a campaign and stopping a campaign. The difference here is pause means we will contact them again later. Stopping means we're removing them from this campaign. That does not opt them out from communication. That stops them from receiving communications on this campaign. So let me jump over to campaigns. I'm going to go over to my menu, campaigns. And out of the box, we have quite a few options. We have them all bucketed into different folders. Create as many folders as you need with as many campaigns as you need. You can also search campaigns. I've had to do this many times. In our own CRM, we have many campaigns created. So I have to search in here to find what I'm trying to edit. But let's take a look at the job updates folder. I have appointment reminders set up as a campaign. I can see that there's 7 steps and that I have 0 people actually in this campaign right now. Job completed has its own campaign, job scheduled, quote in progress, and materials ordered. Let's take a look at appointment reminders. I can edit the campaign and I can also change the name of the campaign by clicking on this little pencil icon. I can just leave a description here for it or change the color. And what I'm going to do is, so I have no contacts in this campaign right now. If I click enable, it's going to start sending these reminders to people who it's trying to think right now, who is in this stage, like who needs an appointment reminder in my demo account. My demo account's pretty bare, so probably not very many contacts on this, but it'll wait 3 minutes and it's going to send an email and a text about this appointment. The email that's set up, I have it set to start immediately. There's so many configuration options here. You can start this at optimal time, which means it's going to choose what it thinks is the best time to contact this person. I can choose a time frame, and I can restrict to business hours or start it a certain number of hours before campaign's event. I'm going to choose send email. This drop down is going to show you how many options that we have. We can send a text, an email. We can disable the campaign. We can create a task that includes our task templates. We can clear tasks. So let's say that a job is finished, but maybe there's open task because people aren't keeping up with their task list. And some days I have days like that. But when the job gets to a certain point, you don't need those tasks anymore. So maybe let's say we clear task at that point. Create project, move a project, tag. We can set a lead source, assign a project. We can pause a sequence. We can create it. We can trigger something to happen in Zapier. And, as you can see, lots of options here. Most of the time, our campaigns are going to be used for text and email and task in ProLine when we're talking about communicating to customers. So I'm going to have this email sent from the assignee, and I have my subject here that I can update and my body. You'll use these variables to help set up your email template so that it pulls in the appropriate name and date and time and the signature that you prefer. You can also attach a file, and you can attach assignee's unique file as well. So this is going to pull from your ProLine folders that you have in the product here. And I'm not going to update this right now, but I want to show you the text message also has a ton of options for the time, the assignee, the text message, and then again, a file. The next thing that's going to happen is that it's going to wait 0 days, it looks like, or wait for a certain date. Here, let's see what we want to do. So we can choose how long we want for these things to wait before. I think I need to actually enroll some contacts in here, but you can choose how much time you want between each set of triggers here. It's going to actually wait from the time of the last message that was sent or the last thing that happened in the campaign. So if I had my second step to start 7 days from right now, or from this text message, it's going to be 7 days. This bubble means 7 days from that past text and email, not 7 days from the start of the campaign. And then at the third level here, if I wanted to wait 5 days for the next email and text to go out so that I'm not, emailing them or texting them too much about this event, it will wait 5 days from that last text or email. So it's a really important thing to remember. Campaigns from scratch are pretty simple. I can just click new campaign here. I can name my campaign, create a blank one, clone from existing, or import from library. So lots of options. Another thing that I did not mention, but I think is actually really cool, when you're editing a campaign and you want to add a step, you can choose to add you can actually add a whole campaign here from, let's see, add in, where am I looking for here? I want to add a template. This is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, guys. Add a template. So I'm actually going to add a template, and this is going to connect this template to the bottom half of this campaign. So if I like a campaign that I have, but I want to add 5 steps to it, maybe I just pull it from a template, something that already exists, so that I don't have to create from scratch each time. Okay, I kind of want to see what questions there are because there's so much detail that could go into how we review this together, everyone. Let me see what Q&A that we have. That was kind of fast, and I know that it can be a pretty complicated thing to set up. We're here to help you any way we can with our support team and your account managers, myself included. Happy to help anytime. Oh, here's a question. Can campaigns be done from the phone app or just the computer? You know what? I haven't actually tried this from my phone, but I'm going to pull it up right now. I will say though that I always prefer to use the computer because it's just easier to see this much information. Yeah, I don't see campaign set up on the app actually. And that's just configuring them. They're going to work, you know, and you can still make calls and send text and get the task or anything that's automated to you from the campaign. You're going to see that in your app, but it looks like that configuring it will need to be done online. Okay, well, enjoy campaigns. I hope you all get an opportunity to jump in there and use them, save yourself some time, close some more deals. We're looking forward to it. Bye now.